Taxes are charges made by the government to raise money for government functions at the federal, state, and local level. The federal government is given the ability to tax and gives power to state governments, which in turn gives power to local governments. State and federal governments are only limited by the U.S. Constitution, while local governments are limited by both state and U.S. constitutions. Federal governments are not allowed to levy taxes on interstate and foreign commerce. The national government and its agencies must follow limitations of the 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment has two sections, due process and the Equal Protection Clause.
Due process has three conditions. First condition, taxes are imposed and administered fairly. Second condition, taxes cannot be too heavy to seize property. And third condition, they must be used for public services. Equal Protection Clause. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall jeopardize any person of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. Whoa, those are some sweet kicks.
Thanks, man. They're supposed to set me back 100 monies, but for some reason the store charged me more.
Did you account for sales tax?
What?
Yeah, sales tax. Tax based on the sales of goods made by the purchaser. It's the main source of revenue for the state government and is also another of the three major taxes.
Oh yeah, I heard about those. My dad told me there are two kinds. A general tax on all non-essential products and services. It's 6 cents on the dollar for everyone in Michigan, making it a regressive tax. And a selective tax is placed on the sale of products the government might want to limit, such as alcohol or gasoline.
But aren't sales taxes unfair to lower income families?
Well, they are, but for income taxes, higher income families are taxed at a higher rate, making it a progressive tax. Hey, Luke works for the IRS, so he can enlighten us on taxes. So Luke, can you fill us in?
Sure, Kyle. As you said, income taxes are progressive. And they are the third and final of the three major taxes. Major, not minor. Income taxes are taxes levied on individuals and corporate incomes. Income tax is a major source of revenue for the federal government. Not state, not local government, federal government.
Yay!
Wow, Mary, this is a really nice house you have. How'd you afford it?
Oh, thanks. I inherited it from my grandma. I barely had to pay anything. All I had to pay was an inheritance tax.
Well, what's that?
Oh, an inheritance tax is a tax levied on someone's portion of an estate, along with an estate tax, which makes up the two death taxes.
Wow.
Interesting, huh?
Good job.
Say your property is worth $300,000. This is your TCV, or true cash value. To find out your state equalized value, or SEV, you reduce this number by half. You then multiply that by your millage, a mill being $1 you pay for every $1,000 worth of property value. Say the mill here is 20. Because that's $1 for every 1,000, cross off 3 zeros and multiply the rest. You get $3,000 of annual tax. To find the monthly, you then divide this number by 12 and get 260-ish.
And that is how you find property tax.
There's this Adam Smith guy, and he had 4 principles of taxation, but I forgot what they were.
I remember what they are. 1, all citizens must pay taxes based on their ability. 2, taxes should be paid at a convenient time. 3, taxes should be certain and not arbitrary. And 4, taxes cannot take more than what is needed.
The state budget outlines both public policy priorities and the financial plan of the state. There's the executive budget, which gives the governor 2 vital powers. The first power is to prepare the state's budget, and the second power is to execute the budget once approved by legislature. The budget is a plan for control and use of public money, public personnel, and public property.